Hey, so I've made 11 custom Shredder figures so far. We're going to start off with the most recent one I've made. This is Utrom Shredder from the 2003 series, and I just did the basic exoskeleton and made him inside, and I used a T800 exoskeleton from Terminator to make him. Fill in a bunch of places, bulk him out, add a bunch to the head, and repaint. Put this guy in the middle, Chirel Shredder. Next, we're going to do the biggest one I have, and I have to say he's gonna also have to be my favorite out of all of them. I mean, Shredder, I love making custom Shredders. He's a great design to work on, but nothing I do is ever gonna compare to this one. Started with a Skelegod, I think it's called Skelegod, a 9-inch Skeletor figure, and I sculpted all the extra pieces onto him, all the metal coming out of his body. I used some resin to do his chest. The mutagen heart was a crazy version of Shredder. I really like how he came out. He's got a shredded up cape, and he's got these metal like horns growing out of him to shred stuff with from the back. The next biggest would probably be this Green Ranger Shredder, released by Playmates from the crossover between TMNT and Power Rangers that happened in the IDW Comics. But he's dope. I gave him some fresh paint. I got some wash into the details. He was already great to start with. I think I cut up his cape. This is another version of the 2003 Shredder from the Same as It Never Was. So I made him out of some Gundam figures. They were smaller than I was hoping for, but I made it work. So it's like a future version of this Shredder, and something I wanted to try because I noticed his helmet is kind of loose. Oh, it doesn't come off. I was going to try and put that helmet on this Shredder. Didn't work, but I like him. He's dope. Like all of these guys so much. This one I made using a 2003 Shredder figure, but I made it to Magneto. It was a character swap or just a mashup. I really like how he came out. I think his armor really lent itself to him being Magneto, and I added some extra details to make it match Magneto more. And another Marvel crossover that I did, this is Shredder as Doctor Doom. It's a 2003 Shredder, but it was a different version of the Shredder. This one, he's got straps, he's in like a flight suit, and if you push the button, it makes his arms go up. I don't know if I disconnected it or not. No, I did not, so that still works. But now he can fly like that, I guess. He just goes like, so that's dope. Another green version of the Shredder. Now this is another bigger one. This is a Playmates Shredder that I customized from the 87 series. It is a great figure. I wish that's what Shredder looked like when I was a kid. I mean, it is what he looked like, but it's not what the toys looked like. The toys look like this, which is more what he looked like in the comic books rather than the cartoon. And I used one of these figures that was a lot more beat up to make this guy based on the Mirage Comics, which the Shredder was kind of based on, the figure at least, and of course the one in the cartoon, also named Shredder. Built up his mask and his helmet and painted it and used just black ink to do all the black ink lines, and this was a regular plastic weapon, and I took it apart and added the chain and made it match. I really like this guy. I could say that about all of them. There's not a Shredder among them that I have regrets about or wish I did something different, I think. And we have more comic book Shredders. This one is based on the cover from the IDW Comics, and I used a 2012 figure to make him, but I changed up the leg pads, I added a bunch of stuff, more armor on his shoulders, and a repaint and a blue cape. And also with the 2012 figure, I made the regular IDW version of Shredder. I made this maybe a year ago. Now Best Action has them, and other toy companies are starting to come out with comic book toys, but the comic book is changing, so it'll be more for me to make. But I already made them all years before the toy companies started. And then we have a Best Action 1987 cartoon Shredder. Came, I think his arm was broken or something, and I fixed it, and then I gave him a wash and a bit of a repaint to bring out all the details. But that's an awesome Shredder figure. I also wish that when I was a kid they had these. It looks actually like he does in the cartoon, just like the Playmates one. So those are my 11 custom Shredder figures I've made so far. Thanks a lot for watching. Till next time, remember, always keep your head up. Peace.